Hello students, as we people are studying about life process, the first chapter was nutrition, the second chapter was respiration. Today we will read about transportation. Transportation. It is also known as circulation system. The circulation system. By the word circulation only we understand that something is circulating from one place to another. That means something is moving from one place to another. The word transportation means, as you people have heard the word, this word mainly in roadways, means you have to go, something has to be transported from one place to another. So this means, this system means that anything which has to move from one place to another, which has to go from one place to another, is known as transportation. Is known as transportation. Transportation is the process of movement of any material from one place to another place. So here we have a system. Here we have a system which is known as circulatory system or the circulation system, which helps in the movement of materials from one place to another. So as we people know that nutrients, gases, etc. has to be transported from one place to another. Has to be transported from one place to another. Then how it will be transported? If we see in the unicellular organism, as I have said, that unicellular organism, there is no differentiation. There is no differentiation of cells. They don't have specialized organs to do different work. They are having only one cell. So it is not long. The body is not as long as we people are thinking. It's very small. Having only one cell. They are not having specialized cells. So here, this movement of material takes place by the process of diffusion and osmosis only. Diffusion and osmosis. Movement of materials takes place by the process of diffusion and osmosis. But when we see about multicellular organism, the organism is made up of trillions of cells. Trillions. Trillions of cells it is made up of. And here if we go through the process of diffusion and osmosis, it will take years. It will take years to circulate the material from one place to another. So here we got a new term that is known as the circulation system. The circulation system. And by the help of this circulation system or the circulatory system, the materials moves very faster in comparison to the process of osmosis and diffusion, which when occurs in our body. Suppose anything, you are eating anything, immediately the food materials, whatever you are eating, is going in the stomach and it is stored over there for 3 to 4 hours. But immediate we get energy. Immediate this materials mixes with our blood and it will be transported from one place to another and it will give energy to each and every cell of the body. But when we will go through the process of diffusion and osmosis, it will take years to be transported from one place to another. So this is the faster process. The circulatory system is a faster process and it helps in the movement of gases, nutrients, energy, everything it provides us, but in a very fast way. Clear? That is circulatory system. We people need nutrients, we need gases for the purpose of respiration, we need energy. How this help? How this will move from one place to another? It will move from one place to another by the help of the circulatory system and through our bloods. Gases also moves through bloods. When we eat anything, we get energy, nutrients. That also moves with the help of the blood. So the main part is here. The main component which is taking part in the circulatory system is our blood. Is blood. Blood is compromised of. It compromises hemoglobin. It is not in the syllabus. Later it will be, but a little bit I will give you the knowledge. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, the symbol is HB. Capital H, small b. Always write capital H and small b. Don't write capital H, capital B. If you are writing this, then it will be wrong. So always write capital H, small b. So what happens? Hemoglobin. Blood is red color pigment due to the presence of RBC. Due to the presence of RBC. RBC is known as red blood cells or red blood corpuscles. Red blood we will discuss in detail about blood and heart in the next section, but today I will just give you a little bit information. Hemoglobin is made up of iron and protein. Heme means iron and globulin means protein. So when iron and protein combines, it becomes hemoglobin. Okay. So we come to our topic again, back to our topic again, this circulation. Okay, that when the solid we eat, the liquid we drink, and the gases we breathe, these are the main functions. Whatever we eat, whatever we drink, and whatever the gases we inhale or exhale, this all has to be transported from one place to another, which is transported by the help of the circulatory system. As we people know that we are having 5 fingers. Listen carefully. The thumb, the index finger, the the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger. What happens when you visit to a doctor? Whenever you go to a doctor, the doctor just what they do, just touches your this wrist just for a while, for a minute, and in his clock he will see whatever the time is going on. What does he do? Nothing. He just take his 2 finger, the middle finger and the index finger, and put, where does he put the finger? Just below the thumb, on the wrist. You can also put your finger on your wrist and see whatever I am saying. You can feel some rhythmic contraction. The rhythmic contraction, that means up and down movement, up and down, like this, up and down movement of your blood vessels. Here, when you touch this part, you can see the rhythmic contractions and relaxations of the blood vessel. That means something is pushing your finger upward. When you keep your finger on your wrist, and for a minute, when you just count it, you will be able to count that how many times this rhythmic contraction, this movement has occurred. This is known as your pulse rate. By touching this pulse only, the doctor can say that what is your heartbeat. Suppose someone has the doctor has calculated my pulse rate 72 times per minute. When another person is coming by doing jogging or exercise, then again I was at rest. When another person is coming after doing exercise, he has counted his pulse rate little higher than me. Again another person is coming very ill. He has counted his pulse rate less than us also. So what is the difference occurring here? The difference is that this pulse rate or heartbeat just varies from person to person and from time to time. It is not always the same. What happens to you? You people might have observed this thing that all of a sudden, when you see a snake, you people are playing or sitting silently, you just see a snake. What happens? You become afraid. When you are in fear, again your heartbeat increases. Again your heartbeat increases. So, previously, so we know that there is a special machine which is used to hear the heartbeat, that is stethoscope. Stethoscope, you can see this. A doctor is always putting it in his ear and using to hear our heartbeat. This stethoscope is a device which is used to hear heartbeat. It was discovered in 1816. Then who was the scientist? The scientist was Lenny Lennox. Rennie Lennox. Before 1816, doctors used to hear the sound, used to hear the heartbeat by putting their ear on the heart of the patient. They can hear the sounds. But later, they used to use paper stick. They used to fold paper and put on the chest, and by putting their ear they can hear the heart sound. After that, again they used to use bamboo sticks, paper stick, then bamboo stick. They used to put on the heart and they used to hear the sound of the heart. So in the heart, the four sounds are produced: love, dub, hub, and trup. No need to read number 4. It is in the higher section. You people read only 3: love, dub, and hub. These are the sounds which are produced when there is relaxation and contraction in the heart. These are heart sounds. These are heart sounds. So these I have explained just little bit. It is given in the senior most classes, not in class 10. It is in 12. These are the four sounds which is produced in the heart. But when a doctor just put the stethoscope in the backside and when they hear the heart sound, this two sound is missing in the heart patient. They don't have love and dub sound. By this, the doctor identifies either the person is normal or a heart patient. So these were the techniques by which before 1816, the doctor were hearing the heart sound. You can do an activity at home. When you put a button, you take a button, put it on your hand, on your wrist, just put a bamboo stick or a paper. You can see the movement of your pulse rate. Because there is rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the blood vessels in your wrist. Clear? So in the same way, when we note the heartbeat of different person, from a very newborn babies to an athlete, the heartbeat differs. Let us make a chart over here. Newborn baby. So 0 to 3 months, we are going in month basis. The heart rate is, what is the heartbeat? 100 to 150. 100 to 150. If you move little more, 3 to 6 months, what is the heartbeat? 3 to 6 months, what is the heartbeat? 90 to 120. 90 to 120 per minute. Per minute. Again, 6 to 12 means what is 1 year. What is the What is the heartbeat? 92, 70 to 130. 70 to 130 per minute. Again, 12 months, 1 year to 10 years. 1 year to 10 years. If we see, then what it is? 1 year to 10 year. It is 60 to 100 per minute. 60 to 100 per minute. If we were more, 10 years to adult, old. It is what it is? 60 to 100 per minute. 60 to 100 per minute. And if we see of athletes, what it is? What it is? 70 to 90 per minute. 70 to 90 per minute. No, in athlete it is 40 to 60 per minute. So this is the heartbeat of a newborn baby to an athlete. It varies from time to time. It varies from age to age. So we people read about heart. Little bit we will read. In the next video we will read in detail. Heart, what it is, where it is. Where is the location? Heart, actually it is in the chest cavity. It is in the chest cavity. It is in the middle. It is just in the middle of both the lungs. The size of the heart is the closed fist. It is not big, it is small. The size is about a closed fist. It is in the middle, but the aorta is tilted left side. Due to the tiltation of the aorta in the left side, the left lungs is slightly smaller than the right one. Our heart is covered by rib cages. The heart is covered by rib cage. Rib cage is like a bony box. It is a like a cage in which the heart is protected from external shock. Suppose when you are getting heart in your heart, you directly don't get pain in your heart. You get pains in your rib cage. The rib cage is protecting your heart. The rib cage is in 12 pair. Is in 12 pair both sides. And in the middle is the sternum. This is the rib cage. I am just doing a rough diagram. Don't So 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 12 pair. 1 to 5 is true ribs. 6 to 10 is false ribs. And 11 and 12 is floating ribs. These are the parts of the it is the sternum. It is a rib cage. This rib cage protects our lungs as well as heart. Okay. The shape of the heart is shape, pear shape. The shape is pear shaped. Okay. Somewhat triangular in nature. Triangular in nature. Somewhat triangular. Anterior part is wider. Anterior part is wider of the heart. And posterior part is narrower. So, I will give you a trick here. Anterior, alphabetically ABCD you know. A comes in the first. So, anterior part means up. And posterior P comes downside. Posterior part means down part of the heart is narrower and upper part is wider. And this heart is always situated, always supported by a dome-shaped structure that is known as diaphragm. So about heart, we will read in detail in the next class. Till today, this is Majali. Thank you.